Hey guys, it's Havlok for Toxic TV, and I wanted to play a little Doom and Dawn for you. So, tonight I wanted to talk a little bit about Alliance monsters. I've mentioned before that, these fighting these Alliance monsters, doing these Alliance hunts, helps get you points over here for the marketplace in the Alliance shop. So, I highly recommend, especially if you're part of Toxic. If you're part of the Toxic family, message before you attack these things. Do not attack these things, these alliance monsters, these swarms, without messaging us first. We highly recommend you get on the Facebook app. We got Facebook here. We talk on there. It's a great method of communication. Or if you're in a different alliance or something, use Line, whatever. Use whatever you want. Communicate with people. Communicate in here under Alliance chat. Make sure that you're talking to people before you start attacking these. And so I'm just going to pop on out to the waist here and just have a look at one of these alliance monsters. And these are big swarms. They're going to spawn. They're going to spawn one, I think, every day, and you get 3 of them. And typically you need probably, especially early on, you probably need 2 or 3 to go get them. We're only at level 15 right now. Some alliances are a little bit higher, and you get that from where you are as a complex. So if you go under Alliance Complex, you'll see here Alliance Monster level 15. And as you get more beacons and your complex is leveled up and such, you can fight higher ones. Don't rush that because you want to make sure that you can take out the monster. If you level up super fast, but then you can't fight the Alliance Hun swarms here, that's not going to be very useful to you. So to fight them, and look here, you can see what each level is going to be power wise, but don't let that fool you. That's not super high, but there's not just one of them. So if you click on this button here, you'll see that there's 15. It's a level 15 monster. It's got epic quality enemies. Enemies been enhanced at least once, and it recommends that you bring 7 players to take this guy down. So it looks like you can share this to your alliance to tell them about it. You can see that you get different bonuses here depending on how much damage you do. So if you do the most damage, you're going to get this 10,000 alliance coupons. And you can just click attack there and just go get them. But well, let's just look at that real fast. So when you go to attack, you'll see over here in the bottom right hand corner how far away you are. 3 minutes away is pretty far. You're not going to be able to solo take this guy out. Another thing to consider is that while I can easily knock out the Garrisoned troops here, all the levels of monsters that you got to fight, this durability, this HP that it has here, 7,600, that's going to be hard for me to take out. What I've noticed is if you take your power in the upper left hand corner here and kind of make this comma here a period, that's about how much HP you're going to be able to take out with every hit. All right, so each one of my hits can take out about 1,000 right now. I've got 1,000,000 power. Each hit takes out about 1,000. I think it's actually 900 something. All right, so I'm rounding. Right. However, you can use a supplement down here in the lower left-hand corner. If you use a supplement that says that it increases your efficiency of the troops, so Digger here, Digger actually makes it so that you're better at taking down monster HP and better at taking down beacons and flags and things too. You can see I've been saving them up, and they're great for soloing monsters. You might also want to use this fuel additive to speed up your march. So if I absolutely had to take out this monster and I didn't want to move, I would possibly use that. Of course, some of them do multiple things down here, and some of them, do cost coins. So be wary of that. Also note that if you pick one of these and it pops up down here, the next time you use this formation, it's going to default put that in. So to get rid of it, just click on it again, and it'll go back to normal. Now, as I said, this guy is a little bit too far away. So for me, I'm not going to be able to get him right now. Let's see what Gary's saying. Looking good, Gary. Looking good. But there are other monsters here. So let's see how close this lobotomite swarm is. I'm just gonna click attack, and he's 2 minutes away. That's pushing it. That's pushing it. Again, I do want to show you this, so I'm gonna kill one of these. I think the crawler here. The crawler's within a minute, so I know for a fact that I can take this guy out. You know, within a minute. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you a base attack and how much damage it does, and then we're going to go from there. Do note that once you hit, you've got 15 minutes to take down this monster. So time is of the essence. So I'm going to go ahead and launch. And I communicated with my alliance mates. I told them all, hey, I'm going to do this. It doesn't sound like anybody's on right now, so I'm just going to take one of them out. You can see me marching up here in the corner. You can click on it and follow yourself. And this is a useful note that in game you can click on other people's stuff here and you can see details and you can see their exact formation, what you're up against, and then you can decide whether you want to intercept or not. And I'm not very far away here, so I'm going to zero in on him. And I'm actually going to launch a second one, my second formation, probably as soon as this guy's done attacking. But the first wave that you want to send a high level first to clear out all those guys and take minimal losses, and then do the maximum amount of damage to the monster's HP as you can possibly do. So, we're starting at 76. There'll be 8, 10, something different waves here, and we're going to watch them pop up in the bottom right hand corner. But as soon as I hit, that monster's now enraged, right? So it started. The 15-minute time clock has started right now. Now, I can't send again, but one of my alliance mates could be sending right now. I've got to wait for mine to come back. So again, soloing is not really recommended. But, if you have to, if you're in an alliance that's not being very active right now, or the time's about to expire on these things and you want to take them out, I'm really doing it largely here just as an example. But make sure you can take it out before you start attacking it. Because if you attack it and don't take it out, it'll run away or get a shield, and then no one else can attack it. I gotta start to be wary here. I took some losses there. It's about to reach the end, and you'll watch as my formation comes back out. Then I'm gonna send. All right, there it is. So I'm going to send my second one now. And my second formation is not nearly as good, and it's a little bit slower. But if you send them in tandem, they'll be about the same amount of time back and forth. So if you send as soon as the one hits, you'll be able to hit again and again. So right now we're at 6,690. And so we can go in here, we can have a look at the reports. We can see I only did 910 damage. And then all the different victories, the different levels of fights, how much I lost, how much they lost, and so on and so forth. Now, again, at this point, when you're soloing these monsters, it does come down to timing. So I've got my one march is returning in about 10 seconds now, and then my other one's about to hit in 20. I'm not capturing game audio right now. This app just doesn't do it. And so, but if you click on them, go ahead and set up your attack. I've got it ready. I'm going to click a supplement here. And there's going to be a noise that you're going to hear when the attack goes through. Or I do a countdown sometimes. And it just went off. It sounds kind of like it's the wings of the feather flocking in down here in the right corner when it shows you a new male arriving. And so if you time that right, you'll be able to maximize this. And again, I think within a minute and a half or 2 minutes away, I can typically take out an alliance monster. Of course, I'm doing 15 with a million power thrown at it, level 15 with a million power. So adjust accordingly. Test this stuff out. And really, I recommend you take out these alliance monsters with at least 2 or maybe 3 of your friends. Ideally. Again, I'm really doing this as a tutorial. So counting down here, I've got 10. Oh, my guy's not back yet. I can't fail. And basically, as soon as that one returns, I'm probably going to send it back out again. 5, 4, 3, 2. And again, you might not even want to do this. Let's do a quick comparison. So my first one did 910, and my second formation only does 543. So that's probably worth it here early on. But let's see, with that efficiency buff, I went up to 1223. That's way better. And you can just run the math here real fast. So I've got 11 minutes left to take him down, and I got to take out 5,000. So if I can hit, 5 times with my big one and twice with my little one, I'll do it. And so I got plenty of time. It's going to take a minute there, a minute back. It works. The math checks out. So I should be fine as long as the game doesn't time out on me or something weird doesn't happen. But that's pretty much Alliance Monsters there. Let's check. What's this? Somebody's playing. We're getting hit. We are getting hit right now. This is a good random example. So you can click on details here and see there's no way I'm going to take that guy out. So there's really no point in me trying, unfortunately. That sucks, but it's just a reality. I'm not going to be able to take him out. So I'm going to take down this Alliance monster. I'm not going to get distracted by it. But that is worth checking out, worth noting. And you can click join there, or you can click on the guy and you can say you're going to intercept. In this case, I can't because I'm out of stuff. And then you can try to intercept that guy before he hits. It's a curious question. I wonder why he's hitting us. Could be there's an event going on. Plunder resources. So when you got plunder resources, guys, make sure that your resources up here at the top here, your food, your water, and your wood are below your warehouse threshold. I cannot stress that enough. It's super important. You don't want to make yourself a target. People who are playing those contests are going to be making sure that they're scouting you, and if they see that you've got resources during the solo plunder event, they're going to hit you. What's curious about this game is that there's not a real big reason to hit your settlement unless there's an event like that. And again, if you're playing smart, you should be able to keep your warehouse level up so that you won't be a target. So just to show you where you can find all this stuff, again, I shouldn't be doing this while I'm in the middle of fighting a monster. But if you go in here and you go to your warehouse, on the right side here, after you click on it, you're going to be able to see resources protected. Is that 1 million? 1,100,000. So I'm way under threshold. I'm going to be just fine. So I'm not going to be a target during this event because there's no point in hitting me. In fact, my settlement has never been hit in the game so far. And it's not because I'm such a nice guy. It's because I haven't been a target, really. Because there's no point in hitting me. Now, if I suddenly came into a bunch of resources, you better bet people hit me. Of course they would. But I've never had high enough resources. As you can see, looking here, we're doing great. We got plenty of time. We got 7.5 minutes left. Boy, it seems like the timer's going down fast, doesn't it? Or allegedly, we got 7.5 minutes left. I don't know why it looks like that's going down so fast. Oh, see, it's screwed up. There must be a bug because it just went back up to 7.5. Anyway, plenty of time left, so we should be just fine. I'm gonna send my second formation one more time, and then do the math. Obviously, if you don't need to waste the item, the supplement, don't. And yeah. If you have any questions about taking out these Alliance monsters, again, hit me up in Facebook chat, hit me up in game. I'm glad to help. I'm really enjoying this game so far, but I think if it's lacking anything, it's that there's not a good tutorial. The help system isn't great. You can go and read a little blurb on something, but it doesn't necessarily spell it out. I actually had another player in game tell me about the star system, so I appreciate that. And otherwise, I wouldn't have understood. Like, well, why can't I get my green guys up to 6 stars or purple star? Why not? Well, the help system doesn't tell you that. Unfortunately, not yet. And I know it's still an early game, but still, that's something that I hope will be improved. We're seeing here I'm down to 1392. So if this hit does 500 something, I'm going to be able to take off my supplement for my next hit. And that's going to be it. I'm going to take out this Alliance monster. I'm going to solo it down. Um, I got plenty of time. It's going to take me about 55 seconds to get in there. Um, and yeah, and then you're going to see exactly what kind of rewards you get too. Now, again, I did this as an example. I do not recommend that you solo these unless there's absolutely no way to do so. Um, Somebody's hitting this again. Hitting the same guy. It's so annoying. But again, during these events, got to be careful. Um, Watch out. The plunder event's a rough one, but there's also an eliminate enemy one. For eliminate enemy, you're more likely to probably get intercepted. Um, Whatever you do for eliminate enemy, don't be garrison and defending your home turf unless you absolutely have to, because you're really making yourself a target. For instance, I can go in here and I can look at players, and if I see any players that have it, it would show up as a bubble or a little balloon off to the side here. None of my guys have anything up right now, which is good. This hit should kill it. And it's going to disappear. And we did it. So we took out an alliance monster. The little announcement comes up here. And I can go in here and see everybody's going to get this notification that we killed it. We get these kind of resources for us. We get a collective bonus, which is just going to be some fuel, which is nice, and then a rank prize. And this is really why you shouldn't do it solo. Again, I did it just as an example, because all of your alliance buddies who take part in this will get alliance coupons if they play, if they do this, right? So make sure you're doing these together, as a team, and taking out these alliance monsters every day. I'm hoping that somebody will get on here in a little bit and we're going to be able to take out these other two. So, and hey, guess what? That was one of my quests, which is another one of the reasons why I was doing it, and I knocked it out. So great. And of course, that got me some more alliance coupons too, so I can go and see if I'm getting close to getting another legendary, 100 hero coupons towards a legendary guy. I hope this tutorial shows you how useful it is to fight these alliance monsters, to do the alliance hunt, and again to work together on this stuff. And then real fast, I'm just going to go to the alliance shop and see, I'm close, but I'm not quite there. I'm going to get some more legendary guys. All right, with that, this is Havlok, and I'm going to go ahead and sign off for a little while. I'll hopefully see you all in game real soon.